Well, it's midnight, damn right, we're wound up too tight.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Rowdy Crowd Fabrication. Today we're going to get rid of these cab lights and swap them out for something a little more modern. I don't really like how bulky these cab lights are. They look like an afterthought if you ask me. The mounting is just sloppy, so we're going to go back and redo these. We're going to take these cab lights off, fill in some holes, and retrofit some newer style cab lights on this truck. So stick around and see what she looks like. First thing is we got to fill these holes in. The cab lights we're putting on are slightly narrower than the original ones and have completely different mounting, so we're going to fill in the mounting holes for the old style and reduce this hole size to make the new style work. Alright, sorry we fast forward a little bit. So you got them all welded in and ground down smooth. This cab was not perfect to begin with, but we do have a little bit of shrinking. You can see on that side. This side had a good dent. Something had sat on top of the cab lights, so it didn't help the situation. These ones are fairly smooth, have slight shrinking around these holes, which is to be expected, but let's hammer and dolly these a little bit best we can from the inside. Alright, we got everything cleaned up, leveled out, ready for filler, and we're gonna make some square holes for our cab lights to sit in. That's what centers them into the cab on these new lights. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a line clear across this, the equal distance from the windshield back all the way across. That way we have a nice even layout for our cab lights, that nice arc to follow everything, and it's gonna look really nice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a body line tool. It's just a 3D printed tool here with a pencil in it, and we're gonna follow this body line all the way across and draw a line. Now that we got our line drawn out, and then we taped it out, threw down some tape and the locations we want our lights to sit, just to see if we like the layout of them. And now I'm going to measure from the drip rail here over to each of these spots and get those marked so we can start cutting out holes. So I've already done this one, and I know for a fact that it is right in the corner of that tape mark there. Now these are laser cut guides for my plasma cutter to give me a 3/4 inch hole, which I measured the bottom side of my thing, so I know this will give me the precise hole to fit my cab light. So now all I have to do is make sure this is squared up. I'm going to go off this drip rail or the body lines up here to make sure the cab lights are going to be square facing forward. So we'll go ahead and do all that. Have a centering line on the actual guide itself, so you can get exact center point of your square. So all you have to do is line up your lines here So it'd be something like that. Obviously you'd measure and make sure it's square to your body lines, and tape this down or use a magnet, hold it so it doesn't move while you perform the cut. And then your tip of the plasma cutter rides on the inside of this and gives you a perfect 3/4 inch square. Double, triple check. Gentlemen, that's how it's done. So we've coated the inside with some internal frame coating. Got this mostly prepped up for body filler on top. So when you come back, I'll hit this with some 40 grit, get a nice tooth for the filler to hold into, as well as clean up any of this remaining paint. And we'll do a skim coat on this and get it all sanded and blended out. Alright, there you go. Filler on there. Fill a couple little low spots, but for the most part, it's done. Sand it out. We'll sand this out, throw some primer on it, and throw these cab lights on and give you a look. There you go. Nice, fresh looking cab lights. Much better than the ones that were on it. Much cleaner look. No hardware on the outside. Nice LED top. Yeah.
I got a fist